Hi everyone, welcome back to the L&S Crafts channel. My name's Lorraine and I'm coming to you from the UK. So, for those of you that are returning, welcome back, and those of you that are joining me for the first time, this is not going to be my normal type of video, because this time around I only have cross stitching to share with you. So if you're interested in that, good, but if not, then sorry. I haven't really been doing many other crafts purely because my finger is a little bit swollen around the knuckle, and I didn't want to aggravate that, so I have been resting my hands and not doing any knitting because I'm not sure that that would help me at this stage. So I have been focusing on just cross stitching because it's a lot lighter for me, and it doesn't involve me moving my fingers as much. So yeah, so I've been focusing on cross stitching. I have the results of the recent giveaway that I did in my last video, so wait till the end of the video for that. But let me get on with the showing you what I've been working on over the last few weeks. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is this cross stitching piece, which is called Fruit of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is what it looks like, and I started this very late on. This was last year's stitch along, and I started it towards the end of the year, so that's why I'm still working on it. It's taking a while. I am using the colours that have been called for, so 3750 dark blue and then 932 in the light blue, and it's a beautiful, beautiful design. I love this. I love working on this. This is the first project that I've done with just two colours, and I really, really enjoy this. So it's stitched on 16 count Aida. I think it's called Speckled Aida. I will put all the information in the description box below the video, so check that out for more information. But this is where I'll show you a picture of what it looked like last time, and this is where I am now. So you can see I'm nearly done with the last block. I should have just had this attached to the thing, shouldn't I? Really. Let me just clip it onto the frame, and then it'll be easier to show. Sorry, I'm so unorganised with this. I always get this bit wrong. But there we are. Okay, so this is easier. So that's what it looks like. I was working on this last time, and then I kind of finished around about here. So I've worked all of this section here, and I'm trying to finish up this bit so that I can have this section completed. So I'm not halfway there yet. Once I finish this, I will have completed half of the design. So yeah, so that's the section I've been working on here. I am really enjoying this. I've been working away at this. I made a few mistakes on it, and then I had to rip it back. So I did some of this section here, and I completed it, and then I realised that I was about 1 or 2 stitches out, so I had to rip it all out and start again because I didn't want it to affect the rest of this design coming down here, and then it was knocking this bit out, and it would have just messed up too much, so I had to rip it all out and start again. So that's kind of why I haven't got as far as I perhaps could have done on this piece, but I'm still pleased with how far I am on this, and I'm still really, really enjoying stitching it, and I'm loving the design. Yeah, so that's where I am. Modern Folk Embroidery, Fruit of Plenty. That's the update. So I have also been working on, I've been trying to do keep up with some of my other full coverage pieces. So that one's not full coverage, but I've been working on Tiki Beach Sunset. Let me get show you what that one looks like. I'll just take some of the things off of here so I don't ruin that. So Tiki Beach Sunset is a Heaven and Earth charted design, which is by Aimee Stewart. That's what it looks like. I had to order some threads last time around because I had gaps in what I've been working on. and I wanted to get to the point of page finish. This is where I was last time, and now I have moved on quite a bit. I have got a page finish and I have gone beyond, so I'm really pleased with how this is working out. This is stitched on 18 count Aida, and I'm stitching it with 2 threads over 1, and I am absolutely loving the way this is turning out. I like the coverage of this. I have some gaps still around here. I have some threads that I need to buy and a couple of gaps down here, but on the whole I've filled in most of the gaps that I needed to, and I'm really pleased with how it's going. It is looking a lot like the design now. I'm actually going to work across here, like I said in the last video. I'm going to start working across and try and, well, I'm going to do it in diagonals as I was before, but I'm going to try and finish the top bit, finish this bit, this whole page, before I move down to the next section. So I'm really pleased with how that is working out. I'm enjoying stitching this because, like I said before, I don't have to use a magnifier for this, and I can just crack on with it. And once it's in my Lowry stand, it's comfortable. I get into a flow and I can see things, I can see the image building up pretty quickly, because the boxes are bigger than on my 25 count projects. So I'm enjoying this quite a lot, and I'm pleased with my progress. The next thing I have is my Life is an Open Book London, and that one looks like that. That's what it's going to look like, and I am stitching this on 25 count Lugana on Easy Guide, 25 count Easy Guide Lugana, and I'm stitching it 1 over 1. So here's a picture of what it looked like last time. I have been working away at this. I really wanted to get another page finish on this project, and I've done it. I'm really chuffed. So that's where I am. So I've finished this page, filled in, I had all of this section that I had been working on. There was quite a few gaps down here. I've managed to fill this in. I've got some blue coming up down here, which is really exciting because that part of the design is a bit more colourful, and I am really pleased with how this is working out. So I have some gaps up here that I need to fill in. I did start filling these in, and then I got a little bit tired, and I feel like I'm going to just use some colours that look like they fit and just stitch those in, because I really can't be bothered to try and figure out from the pattern exactly which colours go where, because they just it was just doing my head in trying to figure it out. So I think I'm just gonna, even though I've got the paper pattern, my paper pattern does not necessarily match with what I had done previously, because this section I did using Pattern Keeper, and then I had to revert back to the paper pattern, and then I got a bit messed up with what I had marked off on the Pattern Keeper and what was marked off on the paper pattern, and that's why I've got all these gaps here. So just to explain, that's why I've got these gaps and I haven't filled those in, and that's why it's a little bit more tricky. So at some point I will just fill those in with whatever colours I think suit, and then just move on and just forget about it really. But from here on I've been doing paper pattern, using the paper pattern, and I've been working fine with that, and I'm filling in the gaps quite well. It's not so gappy, and of course I decided to adopt the approach of the diagonal parking, so that has helped me a lot in finishing this block, this page. So yeah, so I realised that I'm using a paper pattern, and the paper pattern that I've got is not in the larger format, and yet I do have the printed format in larger, so I'm going to try and use the larger format because the symbols are clearer, and see how I get on with that to complete this page. So hopefully there won't be any mistakes on that. But yes, that is where I am. I'm part way through, not sure what percentage that is or how much, how many stitches I've done, because I don't count stitches. I just go by what I can see, and this is the section I have completed since the last video, and I'm really pleased with how it's working out. Hopefully you can see there's a bit more of a close-up, and there we are. Once I start moving this way, then I get onto the London, is it the London Eye? Not the London Eye. I think I start to see possibly the Millennium Bridge. There's some sort of bridge in there. I'm not quite sure what it is, but over around in this section we've got the Millennium Dome, so I'll start to see a little bit more detail around here, and a bit more colour in this section. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and that's where I am. So the last thing I have to show you is my dimensions kit that I've been working on. This one is 14 count blue Aida. It's a stocking, and it's Santa's Sidecar stocking. That's the design. A dimensions kit on 14 count blue Aida, and I'm stitching it 2/1. And this one looked like this last time, and now it is looking like this. Here we are. So hopefully you can see there, I have completed the little reindeer. I just need to put eyes on him. I've completed the car, I've added a wheel, the scarf, I've done, I think that present was that present done? This present, this wasn't here before, I think last time I showed this piece. And I've started to work some of the border around here, the outside of the stocking, and you can see the foot is starting to shape here. So I've done quite a lot on this. Hopefully you can see that. A little bit of a close-up, the wheel, this section, all this section is new, along with some of that, and up to about here, the reindeer antlers. So I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I had made quite a big mistake around the car. I did some counting that seemed to be really off around this bit of the car, and I'm not quite sure where I went wrong, but then because I'd started here and there was a big gap here to fill in, I felt that it was best to then go right back up to the top of the page and work downwards to make sure that from here down it's correct, the count is correct, and I don't lose any of the detail because of the counting. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been working from here downwards to ensure that my counting is correct and everything aligns properly. And I've got down to this section. This is like a page finish here, and then I've got another bit to do that goes kind of here towards the foot. So you see here, this bit is what is left to be done. The rest of the scarf here and the snow around here and some finer details you can see there, that's missing, and that needs to be done. Once that is done, and some of the stars around the top here in the blue, then this will be finished and I will be able to finish it off properly. And that is where I'm at with this one. I've been working hard on this because I feel like I want to get, because this one is close to finishing, I really want to get it out of my stash, finish it off, move it out of my stash, and then I want to start focusing on individual pieces a little bit more. So for example, the Modern Folk Embroidery Fruits of Plenty piece, I'd quite like to move that along by focusing on that a little bit more, and yeah, and perhaps start something new. So yeah, that is where I'm at. Those are my projects that I've worked on, and that's my progress. So the last thing I have to share with you is the winner of the giveaway. So last time round I had a giveaway for this little kit, which is Swim in School by Bothy Threads, and I asked you if you were interested in winning this kit to leave a comment below the video with the word turtle in it. And I used the random comment picker and I selected a winner for this, and the winner is on screen now. So congratulations. Do contact me. You can contact me directly via Instagram or just send me an email, ellinescrafts@gmail.com, and let me have an address that I can post it to. So that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I'm sorry it's such a short one. I haven't really been doing a lot of crafting, but hopefully you'll understand. If you have any comments, suggestions, queries, leave them in the comments section below the video. Until next time, bye for now, and thanks for watching.